Hello, this is Carlos. Today I'm analyzing Webflow, a software that's used by design professionals to build outstanding websites with sliding elements and fancy effects. And that can all be done without any coding experience. So design professionals can put their website on Webflow and download the code or even have it hosted on Webflow. So there's absolutely no coding or technical skill required. And yet, outstanding websites can be produced. So let's dive right in. But before we go to the meat, my disclaimer, I'm not affiliated to Webflow at all. This is all based on public marketing channels that you can find out yourself if you want. Still, if you have suggestions, just send me an email and I'll respond to that. Now, what's Webflow? Webflow is basically a design software that you can use to design your website and to build it and to have it downloadable as HTML, CSS. Let's have a look at their website. So their USP is that the website looks professional and responsive and you do not have to code. And in fact, I've tried it out myself. I've built a website and deployed it on a WordPress. You can download the full code and style sheets, and you do not need to use Webflow for extensive time, but you can, and you can have your website hosted for a small fee per month. And it has everything that a web designer would need, from gradients to columns to alignments. It's really beautiful. So the product is just outstanding. This website itself is built in Webflow. So if you see here, these fade-ins and slide-ins, all this is done in Webflow, and you can do the same. You can even download this, and they have a website, they have a video on their website that's called How Webflow Was Built in Webflow. So they're big on dog fooding. Today you can learn how to market a product that's marketing itself, basically marketing through a great product, through word of mouth. You will learn how to fine-tune a content marketing. And I have a new outbound sales idea for you that you also can use. And of course, you will learn to love Webflow, and this could be your next tool to build your next website. The content today is a short overview of what Webflow is. Then we go into content marketing, social media, building trust, email marketing, and then this improvement ideas that I talked about. So Webflow, this is a video of 2014 where Vlad gives a presentation, and they got a funding of 1.5 million seed round from Khosla, Y Combinator, and other venture capitalists. You can watch this presentation yourself. It's a bit long. This is why I don't go into this here. But it really shows the vision that Vlad has. Vlad is a brother of Sergey, and together with another co-founder, they started Webflow in 2012. There's an article on Forbes where they explain that. It's a good read as well. These are the three guys. And it's based in Silicon Valley in San Francisco. Or actually Mountain View, it's a bit close to that. The target market, as they said, design professionals who do not need to build who need to build modern websites but cannot code, do not want to code, or even people who can code but do not want to figure out how the tech behind these new elements work. So let's go into content marketing. They have a website which is called Interactions, and that caused a higher storm on social media, Facebook, and Hacker News. It's a beautiful thing because it shows what is possible in nowadays web. So this is all built in Webflow, and they show how you can do these things in Webflow. So how it works, for example, they explain triggers, the initial appearance, animation steps, and then how to apply these styles to act over an entire website. So you do not have to click on every small element and align the styles. You can make a style sheet that's lovely for people who are really good in, let's say, Microsoft Word. They have this style guide, or Google Docs, or of course CSS for web designers. Now they explain this here, and this is actually a great value for people who who are building this and who are building this with in Webflow. It would be a bit better if they would have done it in a generic form, or another article of how to build it in just CSS, because this is only tailored for Webflow. So it shows off their product and shows what's possible, but it's tailored for Webflow. If they would have done it a bit more generic, let's say a designer's guide to use web interactions or dynamic web content, it would have been more helpful content for even people who do not use Webflow. But still, it reached a lot of people, and this is actually a way to go how Webflow markets to their audience. Another example is the tabs page, where they show how tabs are working. I go into this shortly. Same thing, the whole website here is built in Webflow, and after it's loaded, you will see these elements popping up. Now it's loaded. Now we can have a look here, tabs. There we go. So all this is possible in Webflow, and you can even download this and open this in the editor of Webflow. It has a subdomain, and this is actually their way to do content marketing. Now this helps. This helps people, existing users, this helps people who are evaluating that software. And they even have this as a video. So you can, if you are still confused how to put this into your own Webflow editor, you can use this and watch the video. For the video itself, it needs a link to Webflow because it was probably only used for embedding, but they can put it on YouTube and also on Webflow. So the Webflow guys, if you listen to this, please modify the link here. Then the video needs a call to action. So for example, try Webflow out today, or download this white paper. Yeah, of course, on YouTube. YouTube itself, it's a typical channel where it behaves like an exponential curve. There's one video that's viewed thousands of times, and most of the others are just not viewed a lot. All these other videos are embedded in the FAQ, which I show later. But this one, building webflow.com in Webflow, this was promoted and went viral on social media. So that was their unique feature, that they say they can make their own websites in Webflow. So this is the actually great thing here, and that worked on social media. We come to social media later, but if you see this distribution, they should do more of this of these videos here. And of course, the other videos, they are not used for marketing yet. They're only on the support pages and embedded. This could be used as a marketing tool as well, alongside a good content marketing on the blog. Now, speaking of content marketing, the blog is actually quite dead. It has only 7 posts, and the last post is 1 month old. Now, this is something that they could really improve, because there are a lot of people actually needing to learn how to build these new sliding elements in the web. And Webflow is one of the few tools that can do that. Other inspiration for blog posts. If you are marketing your SaaS, which is in this case not Webflow, and you're thinking about writing helpful blog posts, why not take your FAQ pages and write blog posts from them? For example, here, tips and tricks for Webflow that can also be used for other things, or websites built in Webflow. So why not make a teardown or a reverse engineering of other websites that are built in Webflow? This would be interesting, not only in the gallery, which they have on the website, but also as blog posts that get shared. Now, social media, they use Twitter. They have a couple of thousand followers, so it's a good number to start. And with this space, it's actually a good base to start a proper content marketing. But Twitter is not really used as a marketing tool yet. They mostly use it for support and some announcement and retweets of existing websites. What really rocks though is the Made in Webflow hashtag. That has potential because people actually share what they built when they deploy it on Webflow. And there are a lot of messages on this channel, on this hashtag. So why not promote this more? Every couple of times the Twitter account of Webflow retweets one of these, but they could do a bit more of this. For example, retweet everything, or make a small contest. Get the best websites, or make a poll. What's the best website that comes out of Webflow? The Facebook channel is not really in use, but this is an example for content marketing. Because this is what people like. They want to read helpful things that are generic and not only used for Webflow. So Webflow could become a trusted advisor for web design in general and not only for using their software. Now, this is the thing. Word of mouth seems to be their most effective marketing channel. Because what happens? If you look on Twitter, so many people write good stuff about Webflow. And now this marketing analysis that I do contributes to that, because I've used it myself. And actually a friend of mine from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, a Vietnamese guy, recommended me this tool. And he said, you should definitely get this tool and make your next website with it. So I got in touch with this through word of mouth, and probably most customers Webflow has went through word of mouth, because there's not so much out there apart from word of mouth. However, the good things that people talk about Webflow, they are not on the website. So the website itself doesn't have social proof of real people using it. All it says is trusted by 20k designers. So this is the social proof, which might be powerful enough. But why not include some testimonials on the landing page? I think that would build even more trust here. Let's get to the point: email marketing. Now, email marketing is also dead in Webflow. Let's have a look at some sign-up forms. So one sign-up form says, we're giving you a free account. Another sign-up form says, we have 200,000 subscribers. Sorry, I said 20,000. It's 200,000 subscribers or web developers. And another one says 170,000 web designers. Now, how many are there? And what is actually the trial? Is it for free forever, or is it a 14-day trial? This is not clear here and confuses people. I recommend to change it all consistently to forever free, bonus features paid. Now, the email marketing is non-existent. As we saw before in the sign-up forms, I tried them out and no email is sent. Now, the good thing is that it actually captures people's email addresses. So it is doing something, but it's not used yet. So when you subscribe to it, you see that it's a blank statement from MailChimp. So MailChimp is not adapted. It is just put out there. Why should someone subscribe? Now, for Webflow, of course, it's the trial. That means people who are subscribed to or who start using Webflow, they already have their email address. So email marketing is not really important for this software as a service here, because the entry is so low. People will just use that. Yet, if you want to go, I have some recommendations after that. Here, if you look at the form, at the subscription form, it only promises enter email for updates, nothing else. So nothing else is given. Why should people do that? This is an idea, a blog post I found from the Pigeon Express, another software as a service. And it actually has 10 ideas what you can do in order to incentivize people to opt into your email list. So, for example, create an ebook on an on-demand topic. This is what I thought about before. Why not create an ebook about how web designers can how designers can learn web design easily, for example. Or an email course. Webinars would be a big one because it's a software service that might need some explanations. So a webinar would be a good marketing channel here. Or a contest, as thought about before. Yeah, and a special club and record audio gift, offer a discount. This is all something that's not relevant here. And this is what Webflow already does. It's a trial membership. So it's only one incentive, but there could be a bit more. So a proper email marketing would include, for example, some kind of lead magnet, like an ebook, like a free webinar, or a quick guide. The conclusion I want to come to is Webflow markets itself mostly through word of mouth. And they're focusing on building new features right now, not on marketing. You clearly see that because they stopped blogging. They have a huge funding and hopefully not run out of money yet, or have enough cash flow from the 200,000 subscribers, so they can relax a bit and build on new features. Yet they could do much more. Blogging, email marketing, just give out helpful content. Marketing ideas, run contents for the best web pages on the channel made in Webflow. And another thing that could be really impressive would be statistics, because there are so many pages now inside Webflow and so many hits on the Webflow service for the hosted websites. They could publish statistics to show the best performing websites. What are the websites that get scrolled on the most? What are the websites that are most informative or most liked by users, or where users stay the most on? All these things is valuable information that they can just use and give away, for example, on podcasts. So they could jump on podcasts and give away these statistics. That would generate a lot of traction. So podcast marketing could be a huge thing for Webflow if they would start it. Another idea that actually comes here also from Webflow, they did this test page for Tesla Motors, which is in Webflow a tool to configure your Tesla. It's beautiful designed, and you can just choose your model here and then generate your preferred car. It's really a nice website. Now, why not do this with other companies? They could take, for example, the Unilever website and make it better in Webflow. This is also an idea that you could do if you're marketing your SaaS. Not only Webflow, any SaaS that hosts content from other companies could do that. Create a website, for example, or whatever your product does, and send it out to that company and see how they respond. So high profile brands, why not that? If you want me to check your SaaS, just shoot me an email. I'm really happy to have a look at what you did, how you market your SaaS. And if you want help in using your budget more effectively, also just email me and I have a look at that. Please also feel free to subscribe to my blog for more content on SaaS marketing.